Hello and welcome to another edition of Tuesdays with the Disability Policy Forum. Today we had the great fortune to be talking to Robyn Powell, who is from the Disabled Parents Project. This coming weekend is Mother's Day weekend, and therefore that's what we're talking about parents for parents that have disabilities. So welcome, Robyn.
Thank you so much for having me.
The first question is, what laws are out there to protect people with disabilities from having their children to be taken away from themselves?
That's a great question. So the Americans with Disabilities Act and the Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act both prohibit discrimination against parents with disabilities. So what that means is a state child welfare agency cannot take a child away from a parent simply because the parent has a disability. Unfortunately, despite these laws, lots of discrimination still occurs for parents with disabilities and their children. And the Department of Justice and the Department of Health and Human Services actually issued technical assistance back in August of 2015, which reaffirmed that the ADA and Rehabilitation Act do apply in these cases. So states cannot take away kids from parents with disabilities, and they have to provide accommodations. So hopefully, as time moves on, the Department of Justice and Health and Human Services technical assistance will help to end discrimination against parents with disabilities.
Thank you. The next question is, why do you think that providers are so afraid of providing services to parents that have disabilities?
Well, I think that there's this mindset historically that people with disabilities do not have children. We look back to the 20th century and eugenics happened and people with disabilities were sterilized and they were institutionalized. And there was just this misconception that we wouldn't have children, we didn't want to raise children, we couldn't raise children. So as services have been established for people with disabilities, parenting was never something that was considered as things were developed. And now here we are 25 years after the ADA, and we are, of course, now having increasing opportunities to work in our communities, to live in our communities, to play in our communities. And so many people with disabilities now not only want, but they expect the opportunity to have children just like their non-disabled peers. And I think that unfortunately, providers haven't caught up to that, and there's just this big divide. And the other issue is that child welfare services always say that it's disability services responsibility, and then disability services say that it's child welfare services responsibility. So there's a really big silo between the two programs.
Thank you. And personally, I really have a hard time understanding why anyone would judge anyone if they want to have children or anything. You shouldn't judge anyone on what they want to do, what they can do, and so who is anyone to say that you can't have children based on who you are?
Absolutely, I agree. I think there's this belief out there that people with disabilities can't take care of themselves, so how could they take care of a child, which of course we know is totally incorrect.
The next question is, I understand that you have a website for this project. Can you tell us a little bit about the Disabled Parenting Project and the website?
Absolutely. So back in March, so a little over 2 months ago now, myself, Kara Ayers, and Erin Andrews started the Disabled Parenting Project website. And Kara and Erin are both mothers who have disabilities, and I am a future mother with a disability. Not yet, but someday I want to be a mother. And this is an interest of mine, both professionally and personally. So we started this website, which is disabledparenting.com, and it's an online community that's by and for parents and prospective parents with disabilities. So if you're a parent or someone who's considering parenthood, it's a great place to get resources. We have a library of information. We have a directory of providers, and we are still growing the website. It's still very much in its infancy, so as time goes on, we hope to be able to really provide more and more information. We also have blogs, which are, I think, really great. They're written by all different parents with disabilities, different disabilities, and it's a really great wide perspective from different people. And we update our blog a few times a week. Um, and then we have videos on there where people with disabilities can share how they take care of their kids so that others can learn. And we have message boards where people can ask questions from other parents and prospective parents. And our website is geared towards both parents and prospective parents with disabilities, and also researchers and providers and others who are just interested in this subject. And the thing that stands out for us is we are a cross-disability website, so we really want to be available for people with all different disabilities, and we are really committed to making it an accessible website. And the other thing that makes us stand out is that we're actually all people with disabilities running this website. So we really are trying to put the disability perspective into parenting.
That's great. And that's so exciting. Is there anything else that you would like to share with us about the Disabled Parenting Project?
You know, I think we're really excited to grow. We have a lot of members already. People can sign up for free on our website. And we also have a Facebook page and a Twitter page, which is very, very active. And we are going to host Twitter chats. On May 3rd, we are hosting a Twitter chat for mothers with disabilities, and then in June we'll be hosting another one because it's Father's Day around fathers who have disabilities, and we hope to hold more in the future. And we really just want to be a really important resource for the disability community. So I encourage people to check us out online. We're at disabledparenting.com, and then again we have the Facebook and Twitter.
Thank you. And if you have any questions about this or any other policy issues, please go to the AUCG webpage and look for this week's In Brief. And if you have any questions or comments about this week's Tuesdays with Liz, please leave them in the space. Well, thanks and have a nice day. Thanks again, Robyn. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.